Hey, what's happening, people? Today we're going to talk a little bit about the hard light portraits. Hard light is very easy to set up because you have a single light point to illuminate your subject. And for my taste, I always use background light because it gives more depth and volume to the picture. You can use any kind of reflector you have for your manufacturer. The brand is not important. You gotta get the largest one if it's your strobe. The highlight, it adds drama to your picture, and I like the mood it creates. I think it can diversify your portfolio, and it looks good, and your clients are gonna be pleased with the results. With a hard light, the whole secret is to keep the light in the direction of your subject nose. Of course, you can have variation to do short light or broad light, and it works fine, like in these examples here. But for 80% of the time, you gotta keep the light, following your subject face, so you have a nice light fall off, and you don't have funky shadows casting across your subject face. For this lighting setup, I'm using an old Elinchrom reflector from, like back in the days. It is 16 inch in diameter. This is not important what you guys use. You can use anything from a Godox or whatever manufacturer you guys have for your flashes. But you just need a bigger, reflector. So kind of like the bigger the lights, the softer the light on your subject. And you have to keep it very close to your subject face. In this case, this is 16 inches reflector. I have it roughly like 32 inches from my subject face. And it's low enough to shine light, and the eye sockets is very important, because the graduation between the highlights and shadows are so abrupt. If you have it too high, you're going to have like deep shadow on your subject eyes. On the background, I'm using an Explore 100, and I have a Magnum reflector from Profoto with a 20-inch grid. I reviewed this before, and all the accessories and magnetic accessories and modifiers from Profoto fit Godox pretty well. And this is something like I'm really glad that I can use it with both systems. And it's really close to the background, and I have it lower than my subject shoulders because I like the brightest spot to be not at the same level with my subject head, just a little bit lower and gradually to fall off. Look towards me, beautiful. Look on the side a little bit. Perfect. The footprint of this lighting setup is very small, maybe like a 6 by or 8 by 8. Area is enough. You just because you have the lights very close to your subject and everything close to the background. The camera gotta be close to your subject, so it's easy to set up in very small spaces. And I think the look you get with this is very high end. You can use the hard light for different purposes, anything from editorial work, commercial, social media, everything.